Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about the match between Barcelona and Elche. And in this game, Barcelona has won away 2-1. It was a very nerve-wrecking game. I do believe that Barcelona did not place their best image against Elche. And so we are going to be talking about that and speak about why Barcelona did not bring their best image against Elche. So what we are going to be doing in this video is talk about the first half, the second half, and then give my overall review of this whole game. But of course, I do want to talk about the OneFootball app. The OneFootball app, it is the best football app you could find within the App Store when it does come to the latest player news, team stats, player stats. If you guys do want to follow a specific game that's going on or a transfer saga that's currently going on in the football world, the OneFootball app is going to be there to cover for you immediately and live. The only thing that you do have to do, it is to scan the QR code that you do see on the screen here. You can take a photo of it and scan it with the camera in your phone, or if not, there is going to be a link in the description box down below. They'll take you straight to the App Store, and then you'll be able to download the OneFootball app. Again, the OneFootball app, it is the best football app. You will always be and forever be up to date with the latest football news. You guys will not be disappointed. And I also do want to thank OneFootball for supporting a content creator. But now let's get back into the video. Let's start with the first half, and we're going to be talking about the starting 11, because the starting 11 that we did see today, it was very fascinating. We saw a starting 11 that we have seen before, but the only thing that did concern us was Gavi playing on the left wing. We have not seen Gavi play as a left winger in a good while, and it's surprising to see that Gavi still continues to play as a left winger and starts as a left winger under Xavi's Barcelona, because we have Ferran, we have Adama, we have Memphis who can all play in that position. But seeing Gavi in that position, we're like, okay, fine, this is an okay choice to make, but we have to remember that when Gavi plays on this position, he does not really give us the necessary width or the instinct for goal. But we went along with it, and we're like, okay, hopefully we get the best from a starting 11 like this. And so let's go into the first half, because here's the one thing that I would say. Elche read Barcelona very well. They did their homework, and Barcelona were attacking on their right side with Pedri and Dembele, which Barcelona greatly utilized to get out there and attack. And this is the thing, Elche knew exactly what Barcelona were going to do, and they knew that they were going to start their attack in that final third with Pedri or Dembele, and Elche stopped those two players immediately, right? Immediately. Like the moment Dembele received, there was already two players that Elche sent to that player, which was Dembele. The moment Pedri received the ball in the middle of the pitch, there was already two players on top of Pedri, and so Elche did their homework. And so because of that, because Dembele and Pedri literally had nowhere to go, they either looked for Dani Alves to pass it to make it like a 1-2, or send a ball to Dani Alves, or they switched to play towards the left side of Barcelona's attack. And then when it came to the left side of Barcelona's attack, when they had Gavi, Alba, and Frankie trying to connect, it is like they had a lot of trouble building on the left flank. I have no idea, like maybe they lacked ideas, maybe they were very repetitive on what they wanted to do. Maybe it was because of Xavi saying, this is the only thing that we could do on the left flank. Don't be too creative on that left side, because the one thing that we cannot do is make mistakes on the left side and then Elche score on the counter attack. I don't know, because look, when you see Gavi's and Alba's and Frankie's game on the first half, and especially within those first like 20 to 25 minutes, we looked like we had a lot of trouble getting away from the defenders. And you just look at those first 25 to 30 minutes of the first half, you can just tell that Barcelona could have given so much more. And so we still saw a few chances on the first half. Like for example, we saw Dembele take some long shots, we saw Gavi take on a couple of players, we saw Frankie have two very clear chances, and one of them was when the goalkeeper wasn't even there, and the only thing that Frankie had to do was place the ball into the net, but a defender stopped it with his foot. And then the other chance that Frankie saw was him receiving a ball from Busquets, which was a great pass from Busquets, by the way, and then Frankie was placed in a 1v1 situation with the goalkeeper, but the goalkeeper yet again saves a shot from Frankie de Jong. And we're like, man, like Barcelona do seem very unlucky in this game. Like we could have been 2-0 up, or maybe even 3-0 up. But here's going to be the biggest news for Xavi Hernandez, and the best news for Xavi in this game. And this is the one thing that many have been noticing about Xavi's Barcelona, and that's going to be this: the area that has improved the most under Xavi's Barcelona, it is not the left wing, it is not the right wing, it is not the striker position, it is not the midfield position. The one area that has improved greatly has been the center back position. The duel between Piqué and Araujo, it is immense. Like their timing in their interceptions is 100%. It is like always on point. Their 1v1s is always on point too. And then when it comes to their communication on who's going to get who when the opposition is on the counter attack, it is also 100%. And their long balls, right, coming from Piqué, obviously he knows how to distribute long balls. He has always been good on the ball. And also the long balls coming from Araujo, it has also been very sharp. Like they have been so effective and so on point with the way that they have been defending. We're like, man, like these two players are having one hell of a year. Ever since the start of this year, in January 2022, they have made very little mistakes and they have always been on top of whatever opposition they were facing. So you can just tell that these trainers that are in Barcelona, the ideas that Xavi is implementing to this defensive line as a whole, it is working, my friends. The way these center backs have been functioning, I've heard so many times like commentators and fans saying that Gerard Piqué looks like a brand new Beckenbauer, or Araujo is having a Beckenbauer type of performance, and we have seen that tonight against Elche. But obviously, right, moving forward from that, because Barcelona were missing a few chances, like we have always said, the opposition, in this case Elche, they have gained confidence. When they see Barcelona miss chances, they're like, okay, they're missing chances, let's take advantage of this situation. That is what we did see. Elche gained their confidence. They were making opportunities, and their main outlet of attack on that first half, it was coming from Mojica, who is a left back for Elche, and he was playing so well. Like, it came to a point where Dani Alves could not even cope with the plays that Mojica was playing with his other teammates. And then in the end, we saw Pedri make a mistake. He passed the ball back to the defensive line. He did not notice that one of the left wingers from Elche was actually there in that position. Elche receives the ball, they have possession, that left winger goes down the left flank, which was again because of Pedri's mistake, which was a horrible misplaced pass. And then Chavez, right, the left winger for Elche, he does shoot the ball on the bottom right corner, and Barcelona were losing 1-0 in the first half. So we're like, okay, going into the second half, we needed more sharpness, we needed more focus on the attack, we need to take advantage of the opportunities that were being given. And so in the second half, we saw Ferran Torres come in for Gavi, who was playing as a left winger. Now in those first 3 to 5 minutes, we saw Araujo receive a yellow card. I have no idea why. Like, if you were to look at that play that Araujo was trying to like defend, you can clearly see that that was never a foul, but he received a yellow card. Like, Araujo went for the ball first before he even went for the feet. Like, his intentions was not to harm one of the forwards from Elche, but he in the end received a yellow card, and the ref was having a bad game overall. And we are going to go into greater detail on why that's the case. And so the rhythm of the attack from Barcelona, it has improved. We saw Ferran Torres try and get into those complicated spaces, which he did. His positioning and movement is always going to be 100%, but the ref continued to make bad calls. Like, there was another foul that was placed on Frankie. Frankie was clearly fouled right outside the box, but the ref again made another bad call by saying, no, that's not a foul. Frankie just dropped himself. But if you were to go back to that play, it was so clear that Frankie was taken down by one of the defenders. So we fast forward towards the 60th minute, and the one player that did score and leveled Barcelona, it was Ferran Torres, the one player that many have said, oh, this is the player that misses so many opportunities. When is he ever going to score a goal again? Ferran Torres did score in this game, but we're going to go into further detail regarding this player in just a second. But yes, Ferran Torres did score on the 60th minute. Jordi Alba provided the assist, and it was 1-1. But we knew at that moment when Barcelona tied against Elche 1-1, it was not enough. Barcelona needed to do even more. And then we fast forward about 2 or 3 minutes later. Yes, some of you guys may have guessed it, Ferran Torres actually missed another big sitter after Jordi Alba laid off the pass and the ball to Ferran Torres. It couldn't get any easier than that, and Ferran Torres completely bombs that opportunity, and it could have been 2-1. And many of us were like, no way is Ferran Torres going to be having another game like this. Like, the last time we saw Ferran Torres score a goal for us and level us 1-1, but then again missed like 4 or 5 opportunities, it was against Napoli, and in that game we ended 1-1. So we're like, there's no way. Like, Ferran Torres cannot give another performance like this. He needs to score more goals. What is going on with this player? And so look, I'm going to continue to say this. Ferran Torres' positioning and movement on the field, the fact that he gets himself in these situations where he can always receive the ball, it is always going to be world class. But his finishing though, like his cherry on top, his instinct for goal is not there. It is just not there. Like, I do think that this is just a lack of focus, a lack of confidence, and that is basically it. Because his technique, his movement, his positioning, it is there. But it's just that one thing that is missing, that is frustrating so many people within the Barcelona fan base. So we fast forward towards the 64th minute, and Elche received an opportunity. This one player like shoots the ball on the top left corner, and it could have easily have been Elche scoring another goal, but the one player that has saved that shot coming from Elche, it was Ter Stegen. Like, go back on the 64th minute and go look at what Ter Stegen did on that moment. He saved and blocked a very complicated shot. It could have easily been 2-1, my friends, but Ter Stegen showed up on that moment. This was a save that was needed because the media kept saying Ter Stegen can't save anything. Ter Stegen is not what he used to be. But in this moment, on the 64th minute, he saved Barcelona with a great block. And so in those last 15 minutes of the second half, it was very intense. I do believe that the only reason why Barcelona even woke up in those last 15 minutes, it was because of Elche and the way that they have been trying to score up against Ter Stegen. Like, Ter Stegen was making so many great saves on on the second half to the point where these players from Barcelona were forced to wake up, and that is not a good thing. Like, we can't have Barcelona wake up only because the opposition is playing and seeing more opportunities. Barcelona need to wake up from the very beginning and demand the game, to dominate the game. So within the last 10 minutes, Barcelona were handed a penalty. Memphis Depay was the one that was going to be given the responsibility to score that penalty, and he did score. And I'm so glad that Memphis has scored in this game. Memphis, I have really seen him on a high level. He does seem very confident on the pitch always. I do think that he is improving under Xavi's Barcelona. Yes, we have discussed on how Memphis could potentially leave in this summer, but I still want to see this player do well because of how professional he has been and the hard work that he has been giving out on the pitch. You can really see that he really wants to succeed in this Barcelona shirt, and he is always giving 100%. And so I'm glad to see that Memphis has gained the spotlight for this game. He has given Barcelona the 2-1 up within this match, and that is where Barcelona have won 2-1. It was because of Memphis Depay and his incredible penalty. Now, obviously, in those last 5 to 8 minutes of the second half, the game opened up even more. It was very intense. It was very nerve-wracking. We saw Elche see so many opportunities. Ter Stegen continued to make more and more saves. Like, for example, on the 90th minute, he saved yet again another shot coming from Elche. And so in the end, I'm going to be saying this. The man of the match between Barcelona and Elche, it was Ter Stegen because of the amount of saves that he has made, and I'm so glad that he has came out in this way because he really needed something like this. But on the other hand, I'm also going to be saying this. Not once did we ever see Xavi's true Barcelona show up in this game. I have no idea what happened within this match. We could have been 3-0 up, 4-0 up. I do believe that many players were just not on point in tonight's game. We were not intense. Our chances were not being taken advantage of, and we never really pressed with the front three. I just felt like Xavi's Barcelona were trying to reserve themselves for what's to come later down this week, which will be on Thursday against Galatasaray. So many of us did expect better. It was not the best game, but in the end, Barcelona got the job done. They have achieved the 3 points, and we move. But that is going to be wrapping up today's Barcelona post-match review. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new here, welcome to the channel. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you guys in the next video.